been on a different type of time, like a red eye from the West Coast. I've been on a different type of grind, like it's online, I don't win ghosts. Locked in with my brothers though, we the same kind, different mothers though.
Oh my God, have you seen the little boo-boos? The little ugly things that everybody's hanging from their bags. They're like charms. You've not seen these little...
I mean, I've seen people like hanging stuff from
the
their
girl
bags.
that you, the Lori lady that you had me follow, she has them all over her Hermes.
I didn't know they were called shaboo-boos.
No, La Boo Boo.
Oh.
I thought about buying some and then I got annoyed and I didn't.
No, if you get a bag, you gotta dress the bag up.
I'm not getting no Hermes bag.
No, you can get like a Gucci bag or a Louis V bag.
You're gonna give me that?
A Speedy.
You're gonna give me that when this blows up.
When this blows up, I'm gonna get Brittany a Speedy.
And I'm gonna unbox it here on the show.
Yeah, let's actually make that a goal.
You, my friend, have a deal.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to My Brother's Keeper, where I keep my brother in line. Woo! I'm Britt.
Jack.
J-A-C-K.
Yeah.
Fit check. Oh, I
Okay.
called it, so I guess it's on me, huh?
You did call it.
I called the fit check. All right, friends. Today, we kept it, I like to call it tomboy chic. Just a nice little simple leopard scarf, gallery department. Some say it belongs to my brother, others say it doesn't. I got on my jorts. These are Abercrombie and I love them. They actually are amazing. And then I have on my Adidas Taekwondo sneakers, which I love and I'm obsessed with and they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
That's my fit check. And
You look
then
pretty fly, dude.
just thanks, bro. And my chunky jewelry.
Yeah.
Got to switch it up every now and then. What about you? Oh, I didn't even realize we're like matching in our jorts.
No, low key. Went Kith sweater. Rockstar Lifestyle. Y'all gonna hear a lot of that. That's my brand. Rockstar Lifestyle.
For sure.
Short studs and just some ones, some clean ones.
Just some ones. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with. That's my favorite sneaker.
Yeah,
A Jordan
you can
1.
never go wrong. Jordan 1 is the best
You can never go wrong with a Jordan 1. It's the sleekest. Like goes with any outfit.
Yeah.
Shoe there is.
Jordan 1, Air Force 1s.
Air Force 1.
And Air Maxes.
See, I am not. I know I had an Air Max on. In another
Cortezes
episode.
are honorable
Cortezes
mention.
are good.
Honorable
but
mention.
I'm not. I like the classic Air Max. I cannot get into.
97?
I cannot get into a classic Air Max.
No? I feel like
Can't
those
do
are
it.
great silhouettes.
I agree. I just think for me, like I have such a skinny leg that it feels like a boat on my foot.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I feel you.
But you know, whatever.
Sometimes
All
you
right,
gotta
good
float.
fit. All right, today on Gensplain It, where the millennial sister and the Gen Z brother just share their point of view on a topic.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the kind of stereotype that Gen Z gets. I think overwhelmingly so, you guys are kind of deemed as the lazy generation. Like you guys don't want to work for anything. You have no work ethic. You just all want to be influencers and you want everything to just come easy.
Yeah.
And I want to know what your thought on that is as a Gen Zer yourself.
My thought on it is that times are way different. Like, I'll go all the way to the boomers. Let's get on the boomers.
Oh, we gonna
let's
cut into the boomers.
Yeah, like we'll skip millennials. Let's get to the boomers. They were living what they're off their livable wage. They could live what they got paid. They could live with.
Yeah.
And start a family and, go to the grocery store and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And our generation, we can't work a honest job and then, boomers would be like, we work 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Which is
okay,
fair
fine,
because
guys.
what you
You're
have
better
to do,
than us.
Yeah, what you have to do what you have to do. But with social media and all these different types of outlets to get money, unfortunately, we don't have to work that hard.
It's not unfortunate.
Yeah, fortunately, my bad.
It's not unfortunate.
Fortunately, we don't have to work that level of hard that they did. Like, you'll talk to a boomer. Oh, I walked to school.
I walked 40 miles.
Yeah, like
and brought home groceries after school.
Yeah, thank you. You paved the way for me. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's the goal. Is like this crab in a barrel mentality. It's like, don't you guys want better for the next generation? You don't want us all to live the same.
The world lacks a lot of compassion for real. Like, even when you go to the issues of like student loans, like I understand both sides of the argument where people are like, I pay my loans off. But then it's like, where's your compassion to be like, I don't want no one to have to struggle like what I did, to have to pay my loans off.
Yeah, that like I had to struggle, so you have to struggle too mentality.
Yeah,
it's like, no,
yeah.
like give grace to the fact that like, and like you said, the world is changing. The world is not what it was then.
Yeah, we need to be way more kinder to each other instead of just trying to get an eye for an eye. Like, I understand, but like I say, I understand the person's perspective that would be like, nah, I worked almost 4 jobs to pay my student loans off. There's no way that they can just come
I ain't
and
working
wipe
4
them.
jobs to pay Sally Mae. Sally Mae gonna just have to eat that.
I just feel like
I don't owe Sally Mae, but if I did, she'd have to eat that.
I feel like we should be trying to get better.
Yeah, every generation
Everything
should want the
be trying
next
to get better.
generation to get better. But what it feels like is like every generation wants to see the next generation struggle the way they did. And I think it's the same way in parenting. It's like, I'm not raising my children to go through the same things I went through because I went through them. I'm raising them to have a better life and experience than I had. And that's why I worked so hard, was for them not to have to. Which is another thing, like nepotism. I think especially in the Black community, nepotism gets such a bad rap. And it's like, what the freak else did my parents work to the bone for me to sit and work for the bone for? No, like that's not the point. And I think as a community, we have to embrace that the way other communities do, like handing down businesses and handing down wealth and not wanting to watch each other struggle and make it to the top like I did. Like, that's not a thing. Like, stop making that a thing. Like being mad at Bronny for stepping into what his dad told us he was doing from the very beginning. LeBron has made it clear what his blueprint was from day one. Why are we mad at Bronny for stepping into that? I saw something else, like Ice Cube's son responded to a tweet of somebody saying like, these Nepo babies. He was like, I'm not apologizing for living a good life. It's like, we've got to stop downing each other for setting our kids up. That's the whole point.
I agree.
That's the whole point, is to set it up and allow your kids to just walk through the door that you created.
I agree.
And it's weird to me that there's this societal pressure of like, no, you must do the same amount of work or more. If not, you're lazy.
Yeah, and for the fact of the topic and saying that, have we gotten, I don't think, I think if it's one thing, I think we've gotten too soft. Like, I do think.
You do think. So that was the question, is like, has Gen Z gotten too soft? Are they the soft generation?
It's like a medium. Like, it's a weird medium, because when I say soft, I mean soft as far as like reacting to everything. Like
everything, yeah.
Yeah, like
everything's a diagnosis.
Someone's feelings are hurt all
I'm
the time.
traumatized. You triggered me.
Yeah.
You're
like,
gaslighting me.
Someone's feelings are hurt all the time, and it's like, all right, guys, like, come on, like, have you never been in a real life scenario? Like,
some people haven't.
You know, so I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say it's a millennial and Gen Z thing. I think the world has completely gone.
I agree.
A little soft on
I don't think it's a generational thing. I think the world, like the whole woke culture, and everyone's so offended by everything all the time. Like, comedians can't make jokes, rappers can't curse and call girls things. Like, everything. Like, if you got to take things for what they are, where they are, right? Like, a comedian on stage is not a real life human being talking about somebody. That's their job. They're meant to entertain. They're meant to poke fun. You know what I mean? It's like everyone gets so offended by everything. But I agree. I don't think it's a Gen Z thing. I think overall the world has just become too soft. You can't tell a joke. You can't give criticism. You can't do this. You can't do that. If you are, you're like against people.
Everyone
you can't disagree. You
Yeah.
got to agree with how I think and what I feel. You got to believe in what I believe in. Ooh, that's a great segue. You got to believe in what I believe in. And so then the topic for today is growing up in the Black church. Because we are...
Guys, I don't know the topics.
He doesn't know the topics.
I prefer not to know the topics so we can be real organic when we speak on these things.
He doesn't know the topics. I kind of wing them at the beginning of the show. I just kind of like write them down on a note card and we wing it. So he doesn't know. That's very fair. No one knows when they come on but me.
Yeah.
But that was a good segue to believing in what I believe in or whatnot. And I think as the world changes, the world becomes... I went to a church one time and the pastor said that the world is becoming... We're in a post-Christian society where most of the world was Christian. Most like nations had at least a percentage of Christian believers in it. But now we're in this post-Christian world where people are subscribing to not believing in anything. Or they're more spiritual than they are religious.
Yeah.
And a little background for us, we definitely grew up super religious. Our mother wasn't an ordained minister, but was definitely in the church, was a church leader in several different ministries. Your dad is an ordained minister and has been in the church. And so we grew up missionary Baptist, Southern missionary Baptist. I just like laugh at that. And I wonder where you are now, I guess, in your journey, or what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts in growing up that way versus where you are now?
I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a good backbone. It's a good foundation. I met so many people through church and things like that. But growing up in the black church, it's interesting. There's so many dynamics to that, you know? And I personally have kind of been removed from church because I was in college and doing all this, and I never really got back into it. But I do have a relationship with God, and growing up in a black church, man, it can be healing, it can be fulfilling, or it can be toxic. There's a lot of components and factors, and like my favorite things from the black church were like going to the summer camps and stuff like that during the summer and stuff like that.
The summer was the best time to be a part of a black church.
Yeah.
The summer, you're so right about that. The summer camps are embedded, I think, in our core memories.
In core memories, for real. Because like she said, like Britt said, Mom, what she left out was Mom was a praise dancer. So,
she was the leader of the dance ministry. She was over the director of the dance ministry.
As a kid, that was a traumatic experience for me.
Was it traumatic for you?
What?
Why was it traumatic?
Because watching your mother catch the Holy Ghost on a random Sunday is crazy.
Our mother used to take off either running around, and we went to like a mega church. Our church that we grew up in was like one of the first mega churches in this town.
Like I'm watching my mom
she would book it, or she would just and like lay out in the spirit
and convulse like
and like
cry.
And mind you, our mother's not a small lady. She's 6'1". Like this is not like a little
holding me back. I'm like, Mom, are you okay, Mom?
Bobby, I never thought about your point because of our, like, again, we're 8 years apart, and so we have very different perspectives.
It was mad traumatic.
This podcast was so important to me because our memories are different. The same event, different memories. It wasn't traumatic for me, but I also was in said dance ministry. And so I had the experience of having her be like the leader of my dance classes and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And we understood, our mother was really big on the dance ministry not being a performance, it was a ministry. And she was always really big on like, this is not about you, you don't get up there and perform for yourself, you are a vessel for the Lord. I'm literally copy and paste, you're a vessel for the Lord, and you're it's not about you, so remove yourself from it. So watching her do all those things was just me being like, oh, the Lord, she a vessel. Like, she's being a vessel. Like, that's God, just she caught up in the vessel. So yeah, it's interesting to hear your perspective. And you were so much younger that I can imagine, like, and I grew up literally before you were born. Yeah, like that's always been my reality before she was the dance teacher. I also was in the youth choir where we all would use like, and I think me and my best friends talk about this all the time. Sometimes we wonder like, were we a part of a cult growing up? Honest to God. But like we were part of this huge youth choir. Huge. It had to have like over 100 members in this youth choir.
Yeah.
And like in choir practice on Tuesdays, I don't want to say we practiced like catching the spirit. I don't want to say that because that will devalue the fact that I do truly believe that the spirit can usher in and take people to places that are outside of themselves. I totally believe that. But as a group, like we were young kids, elementary to high school, and like we'd be in practice on Tuesdays, just everybody falling out, everybody running around, just practicing, and then we get into the choir stand on Sunday, and Youth Sunday was a big thing in our church growing up. And I do believe that the choir we were in was a really special time, but we would then do this thing, and so I don't know. I guess I agree with you. There's so much about, especially the Black church experience, and I'm emphasizing the Black church experience because I have experienced other church experiences, like predominantly white, a white pastor, a Black pastor, a female pastor. Like I feel like Methodist church, Catholic church. I've never actually been in a Catholic church, but Protestant, all these things, Presbyterian. And there's something really unique to the Black church experience because it is rooted in like slavery and the rituals and the routine of slaves and how they worshipped, essentially to keep them alive. These people would worship just to keep them going. It was the only thing that was their energy source that they would like to keep going. And there's that same energy that transpires into the Black church. But it can be super toxic because inside there are things that are going on that are not of God. A lot of times, not in all Black churches, not in every experience, but in our experience, I think I would witness things that like on Sunday weren't lining up what was going on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm like, that don't line up. That's not what you said in Sunday school. And we were in every kind of ministry. Sunday school, your dad was sign language. Do you remember? You don't know. See, same experience, same life.
My dad knows sign language. Your
dad had an older brother named Ralph who was deaf. He was deaf. Your dad, every Sunday after church, we would go to Ryan's, then we would drive downtown. He was at the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, and we would go and visit him, or not the Shepherd Center, but there was a hospital off of it. And your dad speaks fluent sign language. I know sign language because of your dad. Like, I know the alphabet. I don't know sign language. I know Jesus. I know Lord and Jesus. And I could do the whole alphabet because of your dad. Every Sunday, it used to freak me out because he was deaf. I think he was a little blind. And he was like, I think also diabetic. So he just was not in good shape. You didn't know that about your dad?
I didn't know he knew sign language. No, I never knew.
I don't think he was over the sign language ministry. But like when I say we had a part in every ministry in that church, it was wild. Except for maybe the ushers. I never ushered. But
I don't really get to it deep into the church life. I don't really live a church life. I'm not living the most holy life right now, so I don't really try to get too close into it.
I don't think I'm living the most holy life either, but my relationship, I think I've unsubscribed to religion. But I definitely, my relationship with God is really important to me. And I think, religion is tricky because religion is controlled by man. Your relationship is not. It's controlled by you and what you and God got going on.
That could be a whole nother topic for
how
I feel about religion and the basis that divide people. Because in my mind, I feel like, and this might be controversial. I feel like the perfect Christian, the perfect Muslim.
It's all the same person.
I feel like they're all the same person.
Well, that's because the fundamental principles of every religion is kindness, being kind to your neighbor, loving, compassion, generosity. They're all the same fundament. They're just like little things that change it. But that's what I say. So like on my channel, when I react to things that are remotely about religion, like I'm like, as long as you have something to anchor to, because none of us know. None of us know until we die what's true and what's not. That's what faith is. Like you just have to have faith in what you believe. But if you have something to anchor to, no matter if I think it's right or wrong, you're gonna be okay. And for me, like the anchor is generosity. Like you will go and give a random person flowers on your payday. You're like, let me just give, you know what I mean? Generosity, being kind, listening to people, being respectful to people who aren't like you, who don't agree with maybe what you agree in, but you still find a way to respect. Those are the principles of Christianity. Those are the principles of being a Muslim. Those are the principles of Buddhism. Those, like the main religions of the world. What has happened though is that people, flesh, humans have decided what that means.
And I really try my hardest to stay away from all that though. Like all the stuff that really divides people. Politics, like. Politics is so one side because everybody lives a different life.
Experience matters.
Everybody lives a whole different life.
Experience is always going to matter for politics. I think that is super true, and not a lot of people, I think, will understand that. And how do
people represent us? Again, this might be touchy. How do people represent us that don't live the common folk life? These are 70, 80-year-old people passing laws in the Supreme Court and stuff like that.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Literal
how do
dinosaurs.
they get me coming in as a new homeowner in an economy that's
Against
borderline
me.
tanking? And how do they help me? You know? So I'm not even gonna lie. I honestly, in my head, it would make sense for like the Constitution to be updated every 25 to 50 years. It just needs to
Ooh,
be.
I don't hate that.
Something needs to be updated because
I don't
society
hate that.
changes so much. Why are we still living by times where a guy
I
just
don't
came in a boat?
hate that. I think that's a brilliant idea that like Congress maybe every 25 years gets together, the Senate, maybe everyone, all the houses get together and decide like how can we make this, how can we modernize
And
it?
I understand it's the fundamentals of America with the Constitution and what they wrote down. Like I understand those are the fundamentals. But if people think those people in times today wouldn't be like, no, this needs to be tweaked, they're crazy. I think the people who literally sat down and wrote the Constitution, if they lived today in 2025, they'd be like,
What the helly?
Why y'all still living by this?
What the helly berry?
So
They would definitely be like, what,
yeah,
what
they'd
is
be like,
going
yo,
on?
y'all are tripping. We're supposed to evolve as humans, right? We're supposed to evolve.
That is my favorite thing to say is like, we've got to allow more space for anyone to evolve. For example, like sometimes, you know, the woke culture, the cancel culture, you're going to be mad at somebody for tweeting something bad 15 years ago. It's like, so you don't think this person evolved and maybe doesn't think that way anymore?
Yeah.
Like we all need to give each other space.
Cancel culture is
to
just
evolve.
a whole
Cancel
bunch of
culture is
people
a
that
whole nother episode in itself.
Yeah. Cancel culture
Cancel culture.
is literally just crap. Some people deserve to be canceled for what they said.
Some people absolutely do
Yeah.
deserve to be canceled, but then there's room for grace where it's like, okay, this man wrote this 20 years ago. Okay, this lady said this 15 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just bringing, like you said, crabs in the barrel. People like being able to pull you back down. Because now
that's where they are. You can't be above me.
Yeah, now you eye level. Like, aha.
Yeah,
Like, people love making someone the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
All right. Well, I don't know how we got here off of black churches, but I think it all is relevant.
Because we went with religion and all that. But yeah.
I think at the end of the day, if everyone could focus on just being a better version of themselves, the world would be changed. You know, if we weren't all trying to compete with each other and all trying to have things our way and have everybody think the way we think.
Yeah.
And everybody just had more understanding and compassion overall.
Compassion is the word.
We wouldn't be in the predicament that we are, especially in our country.
Compassion is the word.
Oh, word of the day.
Compassion.
New word.
Compassion. Compassion for sure.
Compassion.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to give your have the day you deserve to today?
We are going to give that to Tyrese Halliburton. I hope he has the day he deserves because
He hooping.
he's hooping.
The boy is hooping.
And a lot of people, there was a lot of jokes, a lot of hate all the way throughout the season, all the way from the Olympic trials.
Until now he's laughing to the bank.
And now he has the last laugh, and I always live for.
You know
the
what I
last
love?
laugh.
His picture, the picture they showed, like, you know, their like profile picture in the NBA this year. He's smiling so hard. Have y'all noticed? He's like, you can't even see his eyes.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like Shy Gillis, he's like, everybody's like very serious, and he's just so happy to be here, sweet baby. He's like, he's so happy. And I feel like he knew, like, I'm about to get on y'all.
And he's
this
showing
year.
out.
He's showing out.
He went.
I'm not gonna hold you though.
Reggie Miller in the Garden.
But I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I don't want to see the Pacers in the finals, and they're gonna be there.
I don't either.
It just feels boring to me. The Pacers and OKC, like.
I would have definitely rather seen the Knicks versus Minnesota, but
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think the Pacers versus the Knicks the Pacers versus Knicks. I think the Pacers versus OKC wouldn't be a bad series because
I just don't.
Pacers play so fast and OKC plays defense.
Yeah, OKC is so aggressive.
I think it would be a pretty decent series.
They bore me. I don't know what to say. I will say the other day, the game they closed out on. The game they just closed out on. What was that, Tuesday? Pacers. The Pacers.
Yeah,
the shirt said, what did their shirt say?
I didn't watch the game.
Oh, the shirts were so good. And at first I read it wrong, and then I realized what it said. Doesn't matter. I lost my train
I
of
was gonna
thought.
say I didn't watch the game.
Dang, they were good
They
shots.
don't
You know, the
deserve-
whole crowd had it, but I was bored, so I
Yeah.
didn't retain it.
Yeah, they don't deserve my eyes. Being
Well, y'all
down
are watching
3-1.
this. I guess maybe we're eating our words. Maybe the Pacers won. By the time they see this, maybe the Pacers won. and
Maybe New York
we
came
are
back.
looking stupid. Maybe New York came back.
Maybe New York came back, but you don't deserve my.
I don't think New York came
My
back.
brain
If I
cells.
had to put out a prediction, New York did not come back.
Now they're finna go back to Indiana and end it. But if it gets back to New York for Game 7, holy cow!
If it gets back to New York for Game 7, if it's in MSG for Game 7, Spike Lee's gonna do what he does, sprinkle a little dust.
It's gonna be.
I'm waiting for the NBA to rig it because if you're talking views, they want to see the Knicks and OKC. If you're
Yeah.
talking views, the NBA is gonna rig this.
Yeah.
They're gonna set this up. If we're talking views.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
We need
We'll
cinema.
see. And by we'll see, they know because they're watching it.
Yeah, in real
the
time.
future.
Yeah, in real time.
All right, this one was fun. I enjoyed it. You're drinking water. Okay,
Yeah.
well, cheers. That's bad luck. You can't cheers.
Water with no title.
Send us money and we'll put a title on it. All right, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Come hang out with us.
Like, comment, get some discourse going in the comments. Give us some things to go.
Yeah,
Give us
let
some
us know
Gen
some-
Z explanations and topics that y'all want to
Gensplain,
know.
and we need just overall topics.
Yeah.
People, let us know who you want to have the day that they deserve. Oh, I didn't do my day that they deserve.
Oh, you didn't go.
I want Kari to have the day that he deserves. Woo! Shout out to our cinematographer.
Yeah.
He is a big deal.
And
he
she didn't
is a
even-
big deal. I didn't.
She
want-
didn't say videographer.
No, I said
she
cinematographer. I know what the is going on. I know what time it is.
She
I know what
gets it
time
right.
it is. He's amazing. I tell you to hire him, but we're about to have him booking busy. So find your own.
Hire him though. He's a great guy.
No, hire him. He's fantastic. He's in the A, but he'll travel to you for the right invoice.
He can't be 25 yards within a school zone though.
I thought we weren't going to tell them about that. I thought we were going to keep that between us.
That
Dang,
was
Kari,
a joke.
It was a joke.
That
It
was a joke,
It was
guys.
a joke. He's a wholesome young man. Okay. All right. See you next time. Bye.